Another great day. Sega Genesis Classic Collection. 50 games. All the best ones. All the classic. All Street of Rage completely. Back in the days, all the compilation we have, we never had Street of Rage 3, as I recall. All three Golden Axes. Golden Axe is also a brawler. Street Fighter was, you know, back in when we were kids, brawler was everything. Brawler era. And you have them all in here. I could name you a couple. There's 50 total games. But that's not the best part. What I did enjoy about this is you actually have some HD features. Like when you play, it looks like way better than everything we ever got before. That's my selling point. Is graphically it looks good. You can stretch out the image. You can put it as is, as the default. You could have sidebars, everything you want. But by far, even stretched out full screen, it looks perfect to me. PS4 or Xbox One. I didn't get the Xbox One one. But by far, graphically, when you're playing all these old school games, they're all gems from back when I was a kid. If you're new, like a newer generation kid, and you never played, and you weren't born in 1992, these were the days. The Sega Genesis was dominating the market. It almost killed Nintendo. They had it. So you have a bunch of great classic 16-bit games. But first and foremost, the thing that really grasped me is the graphics. How it looks. The image really looks HD. It looks like you were playing. You have the options, putting the options of the screen in RGB mode, which gives you that good old 1992 screen. But I gotta point out, sadly, I did some share play with my brother tonight. We played Street of Rage 2, and I can tell you this, he is much better than that. Somehow the characters would get to him, and he lost a bunch of lives, and back then he wouldn't die ever. And I wouldn't consider it trying a share play. I feel like there's a conspiration of they're slowing down the server for share play on this one. So if you really want to enjoy, like, you can couch co-op, that's the best way, but if your brothers are super far away and you want to play some classics, I would consider each of them buy a version of the game. Depending on whoever has the best connection, it tends to lag when you're trying to do a share play. Plus, share play, you only get an hour. That's basically the time it takes to finish Street of Rage 2 when you co-op it. I just did it. Took me 53 minutes with my brother, and he had some really bad lagging issues, and we both got some pretty good connections. So he's going to get a version, and we might be able to stream it, and we shouldn't get any lag. I'll get back at you guys for this one. But to really enjoy online co-op gameplay, because you can multiplayer all these games, because most of the games on here, they're all two-player games. Most of them. And there's some really good gems in here, so it's got to be a must-buy, must-own. Best compilation graphically. Plus, we got 50. They could have put 100 games in on here. There's a bunch. I wish there were like Turtles in Times. No. Hyperstone Heist. Sega Genesis from Konami. What else? X-Men. X-Men should have been on here. I can name a bunch. Tailspin was good. I would have loved to see Contra, all the Road Rash, the Hulk game. But all these games, they pretty much have rights and owning Disney and all that. So I don't think it's basically just Sega. But just Sega on his own was so good. And they could still rival today's video game industry. They could do a comeback. Dreamcast do. Let's keep on dreaming. So it's got to be a must-buy, must-own. But like I said, if you really want to enjoy some multiplayer, I would suggest both party get a copy of the game. Plus, it is only $40 Canadian down here. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, like my review, and I'll see you all tomorrow.